Finally! Over here! The Great Mage needs to speak to you.
They're all the same. Give an old a helmet and they get all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to
They're
meet.
all the same.
You know the
Give an old
rules.
a helmet and
No
they
one's
get
allowed
all
inside
high
without
and
authorization.
mighty. It's
And
no
I don't
wonder
see
the
your
palace is still a wreck.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
Ah, you sit with Pakruti once again. Your face brings a smile to his face. You have no crates remaining, but may luck follow you.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
They're all the same. Give an old a helmet and they get all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
Fresh from the warm southern lands, you smell of salt and sunshine.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
Cheer? I say 10 drinks for King Joran. And then 10 more?
speak with me a moment?
I drink it morning, noon, and
No one's allowed inside. I like it spicy.
I've got what you need.
let us in.
Wait, that's not how it goes. It's probable, not laudable. Selling, buying, trading. Right here.
At your service.
Have you seen how Desa carries on the dark elf?
My eyes look
It's
red.
disgusting.
You look like I could use a drink. Is this on straight? The ale is thin.
Buying, selling.
I prefer the Cold Moon Inn to the Sober Nord. It's much more rustic.
I've never felt so happy. Hail and well met.
Forge is no place for games. If you're here to work, get to it. I've got a few things if you're short on supplies, but let's make this quick. The metal's going cold.
I'm waiting for Idesa to finish a piece for my betrothed, but she needs to concentrate on her work. She's been a little too preoccupied with that dark elf noble, if you know what I mean.
I love visiting the Forge. It's always so toasty here.
all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
No charge to have a look.
Mad enough to bite iron!
I sent you that message stone days ago. I thought you were never going to respond. Here, let me set what I was working on aside. We have much to discuss, you and I. It seems I have a message for you from an oracle. Came to me in a most unsettling manner. But this isn't the proper way to hold a conversation. Meet me at the Mages Guild Hall in Daggerfall. We can speak freely there. This is a waste of magicka. Important business should be conducted in person, and matters involving an oracle require a modicum of privacy. Besides, no one else can see me. You appear to be talking to yourself.
Come on, help us out here! We have deadlines to meet!
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization.
From everything we learned, I fear that the Ice Reach Coven plans to attack Western Skyrim in the near future. Now we celebrate our victory, and let Yoren's scouts do what they do best. Meanwhile, I'll work with the Skald King to figure out how to approach Svargrim with this news. In the meantime, take this. You earned it. I'll be in touch soon. This isn't over, not from what we learned of the Ice Reach Coven. For now, though, we rest, and let the Skald King make plans. There'll be plenty of time to kill more Reach Witches another day. There hasn't been a single ruler in over 100 years. Jarl Svarter of Solitude refused to recognize Freydis as the legitimate heir. Ever since, the kingdom has been divided. Damn inconvenient at times like this. Yoren rules over eastern Skyrim from Windhelm, while Svargrim lords over the western holds from his palace in Solitude. If the Ice Reach Coven has targeted western Skyrim, it will take both nations to stop them. If we can ever agree on anything. Train. Eat. Drink. Probably drink some more. But don't worry. I'll be ready when the Skald King gives the word. Then we'll move against the Ice Reach Coven. You have my word on that. There hasn't been a single ruler in over 100 years. Jarl Svarter of Solitude refused to recognize Freydis as the legitimate heir. Ever since, the kingdom has been divided. Damn inconvenient at times like this. Yoren rules over eastern Skyrim from Windhelm, while Svargrim lords over the western holds from his palace in Solitude. If the Ice Reach Coven has targeted western Skyrim, it will take both nations to stop them. If we can ever agree on anything.
You look strong and capable. Good in a fight and brave enough to travel the world in search of adventure. If my assessment of you is even close to correct, I could use your help. The Kananlaika, the great games to honor the reign of King Yoren, fills the city with good cheer. When a king survives to his 10th year on the throne, we celebrate. But not everyone who has come to Windhelm is in a festive mood. The Stormfist clan hasn't been seen in a decade, but they returned for these games. Since then, there have been numerous injuries and a few deaths, and there are rumors of worse things prowling the shadows. The clan stays at the Cold Moon Inn. Let me know what you find. I don't trust these Stormfists. They were trouble a decade ago, and I know that they're trouble today. I feel it in my bones. I am the Thane of Windhelm. My father was captain of the guard. I followed in his footsteps and climbed a bit higher. We Stormcloaks helped build Windhelm centuries ago. We're an old family, and we're proud of our heritage.
No one's allowed inside without authorization.
What do I do? What don't I do? Rules and regulations. Meetings with King Yoren and other Thanes. Now I'm hosting pack delegates. A lot of political nonsense. Mostly, I delegate so that I can guard the city. People feel safer with the Thane around. Yes, they've come for the celebration, but also to meet with King Yoren about packed business. I try not to get too involved. In fact, I'm not sure how Yoren stands all the pomp and ceremony. It would drive me insane.
It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
We don't like to talk about it. But Yoren wasn't the unanimous choice to ascend the throne. The Stormfist clan backed his challenger, and they have been associated with ill omens ever since. Discretion is called for, hence an outsider like you. Yoren's brother, Fieldgore. He desired the throne. Normally, succession is determined by the crown of Freydis, but there were complications. Anyway, the brothers fought, Yoren won, and Fieldgore was exiled. End of story. Or so we thought. I am the Thane of Windhelm. My father was captain of the guard. I followed in his footsteps and climbed a bit higher. We Stormcloaks helped build Windhelm centuries ago. We're an old family, and we're proud of our heritage.
We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
They're all the same.
You better be
Give
worth
them
my
all the
time.
helmet and they get all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
Now, who's got a drink for me? You? I hope you've got deep, loose pockets. I don't feel so good.
It's time to party hardy. Who knew party planning could be so much work? It's enough to drive Rigger to drink. If only the mead had arrived. I returned triumphantly from glorious mission to Dark Elf lands, and Thane Mera put me in charge of Skald King's big party. You like a good party, she says. Of course I say. No one parties like Riggert. Turns out the whole thing is mammoth dung. The pickled fish from Lower Jorgrim and the mead from Voljars have not yet arrived. Worse, my dark elf assistant never returned with my fancy Dunmer clothing from Mournhold. Everything goes wrong, and I am stuck here doing organizing things. Come, have a drink with me.
A sharp blade solves more problems than it creates. At least that's been my experience. There's the King's Festival, if that type of thing interests you. Me, I'm not a fan of large crowds. They bring in all kinds of trouble. I don't trust that Stormfist clan one bit. We haven't seen them in a decade, but they showed up for this year's Konenleiker. They're nothing but trouble, you mark my words.
If you're looking for a hired blade, look somewhere else. I don't do that anymore. I was a good soldier once. I was a faithful follower of Kain, along with the rest of my family. After the disaster, I was disgraced, no longer fit to serve in the regular army. So, for a time, I sold my blade to the highest bidder. What does it look like? I sit here, and I drink until I collapse. And then I get up and drink some more. It's the only way I can endure the memories. You ask more questions than my mother, and she's the keeper of Kain's Grove. leave me to my drink, or I'll show you how good a warrior I used to be.
I continue to work on my masterpiece. The one song that will win the heart of the woman I can't live without. She'll surely swoon and accept my hand in marriage the moment she hears it. I just need to finish it first. Inbuild Cold Moon. That woman is the definition of beauty and grace. Sure, many would call her a simple stable girl, but I know her to be so much more. Well, she knows my name. At least, I'm pretty sure she knows my name. I'm working on more. Hopefully, this song will convince her of my worth as a suitor. Why would I do that when I can sing her a beautiful song that describes my feelings? What a strange suggestion.
Scamper along now, little one. Velvin's a fool, but he's an undaunted. Good for a story, at least.
I want another
I think it's best you step away, friend. Or else I'll have to embarrass you in front of these ladies.
What do you want? A medal?
Ooh! If I win a contest, can I get a medal?
I don't have time for the likes of you.
If you're looking for my sister, get in line. She's out at the stables today. If you want something to drink, grab a table and wait your turn. Well, that's an opening Inbuild would have jumped on. Lucky for you, I'm not my sister. Sweet, but totally unnecessary. I'm not interested in flattery or flirting. I just want to serve my drinks and get to stay over with. Sorry. It's just that whatever I do, Inbuild gets all the attention. Even the stupid bard is in love with her. And I get to serve the hawkers upstairs.
Welcome to the Cold Moon Inn. We only attract the lowest class of customers. No offense.
It's hard to be sneaky with you standing here talking to me. Is there something I can do for you? Not getting involved in Windhelm affairs, that's for sure. King this, Jarl that. A bunch of people with too much power in their hands who don't give a damn about us small folk. Not that I mean that literally, of course. Well, maybe. He's not my king. We don't have kings. Treethane's, sure, but not kings. No, I'm only here to enjoy the party and make some gold. My talent's always in high demand. Sometimes people need a hand, and I offer mine. For a fee. It's surprising how much trouble people can get into. Lucky for them, I happen to be around.
I forbid it, young lady. No daughter of mine is going to be courted by a Nord stable boy.
Oh, mother, but I'm bored. There hasn't been anyone to flirt with except Arama since we'd reached these wretched shores. And she's no fun to flirt with at all.
I don't know why I bother guarding you horrible people.
Buy me a drink?
I don't trust them.
What?
They should really make the mugs bigger.
I'm not sure about that. The Nord woman from Whiterun looks like she can hold her mead.
I could eat more than all these contestants combined. They dishonor the king with this poor showing.
Come, imbibe. Put your cares aside.
Hey, grab a drink.
She can't hit the broadside of a barn, let alone the target.
I don't believe this.
They're all
I'm
the
not leaving
same.
until you let us in.
You've been gone for a while. Tell me you found something useful. Cheating at the Konenliker and the Stormfist clan. They haven't caused this much trouble since... Oh no. This is worse than I feared. We need to determine what's really going on here. While you were completing your mission, another competitor was injured. One of my best. The champion of Windhelm. This just got personal. I have another task for you if you're willing. I want you to enter the next event, the foot race of the 9 holds. I name you Windhelm's new champion. That should confuse our enemies. If you're willing, go talk to the race organizer Lenning. He's along the western wall. Hurry! Speak to Lenning the Hawk and enter the race. You're good at digging up information. We're better to keep an eye on things than right in the middle of the race. I can't post guards at every tower. And as an outsider that no one has ever heard of, your participation should confuse our enemies.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
They're all the same. Give them a headlet and they get all high.
No charge to have a look.
It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.